morning, everyone. Let's look outside. Well, today is December 3rd. We still have a green grass, but I think it's going to be the last time we see the green grass, because tomorrow I believe we are going to have a snow. So we'll see how weathermen lie or not. I want to show you what I'm doing all this week, and non-stop I was stitching only this dragon. And look at this, I have left purple symbol and back around. That's it. Oh my god, this week I don't know how many thousands of stitches I did, because I kind of started to, like last week, to work on this tail and finishing still here. I had only a little bit on his face, but look at this. Isn't he amazing? And this dress that I'm stitching right now, like, it's so pretty. So I will be definitely finishing today this purple, and it's going to be just a left back around. Oh, so excited! But it's not what we need to work today. Today we are working on the Ambilight. We will continue to work on the river, and I pick today we're going to work on those kind of triangle mauve and green color in here. So that's the big spot in here of the symbol, so we are going to work on it and see how it's like folded. I still didn't go to get my clamps. I'm just using a heavy box with diamonds on the top. Then I will put my tripod on the top of my canvas, and let's get working. Let's get some stitching done. I'm so not looking forward for the snow, to be honest. So I'm enjoying. It's cool. It's cold, wind kind of cool, but it's still, you know, sun, and I can take my doggies in the very backyard up there chasing bunnies. Oh, there's always one bunny sitting on the very backyard by the trains. We have and I kind of look, because every time bunny coming out from same spot, so I look closely, and it is kind of like a shelter, little nest looking, the way he's hiding on the grass all the time. And my dogs know this, so since they go in the back up there, they go and check that spot. And Bandit gets so excited when bunny jump out from the fence. He tried to chase him, but the fence between us, of course, thank goodness. Otherwise he would drag me through the bushes probably, because I keep him on a leash. But that's kind of like a fun thing to do for a puppy, to look for the bunny. So yeah, we'll see, because a few times my husband told me, oh, we're gonna have a snow, like at least, like, you know, 5 centimeters, 10, whatever. And then the next few hours he say, oh no, the weather already changed, it's a chance of the snow is like 30% now, and it's get like to nothing. It's like, how that possible? Or you have a snow or you don't have a snow. How the weatherman can change his decision for so many time per day? So this time looks like it's going to be real. And when I look on those videos that people post and who got lots of snow, I feel so sorry for you. I really feel sorry for people who has like more than a meter probably in some area. Well, the Catherine friend, when she came from I cannot remember that area name. Oh no, I'm not gonna even try to pronounce. Sainte-Marie? No, no. They promised for them like a more than a meter and more snow will fall. Oh, that's a lot. So yes, when I look in TikTok video and people try to uncover their cars in the street, and it's like a tunnel, so it's like, whoa. I don't want that much snow. A little bit from my puppy to do some snow angels to roll on the snow, that's okay, but no, not that much. So we'll see if any changes for tomorrow. Yeah. So again, this week I didn't even touch this canvas, same as last. I'm really trying to work on this dragon, and isn't he or she look fantastic? Oh, I love those colors. I really recommend you get it if you like bright colors to work. It's such a joy. And the funny thing is, you know, it's dragon fortune count Ada, and it's so easy to stitch. And then I have a canvas, like for example, like that, or even in Love and Hands, or the one with the hands and birds. That one, it's much harder to do. And some canvas easy, some canvas hard. It depends like how much paint on the top of the canvas and create a smaller hole between, and it's hard to get needle. So dragon is like, it's so easy to do, and the other canvases harder. So I'm really having a blast working on it all this week, and I know for sure now that it's going to be done. And then I will pick one more. I think I can finish one more design, hopefully, and to the end of the December. Wow, I need to probably go and make some coffee or hot tea. Because I was staying and cross stitching last night very late, so I was in bed forever this morning. And now I realize, till I stitched a little bit dragon, did some doggy entertainment, this and that, and then now it's already 1:30 p.m. Wow, time goes so fast. And I didn't even have a drink yet today. Most of the time I even forget I didn't eat nothing. Seriously, I'm a craftaholic, and I approve this message. I better cross stitch than eat. That's ridiculous. I'm so in the mood this couple of last weeks. I think maybe because the year is running away, and I watching those whip parade videos and motivate me so much that I want to stitch more and more to finish more. I will tell you this, that I did count actually. I count my cross stitch, how much I have in my whips left, how many I finish, how many I ditched away, not stitch and recycle, my last video if you watch. And then I of course started lots this year, and all together I end up with the number, exactly the number I started this year. Since January. I was like, what? I thought I'm shrinking my whips, but they didn't, because as much as I finished, like 5 or 6 design finished, I started as much as possibility, even more will be start, who knows. I'm trying not to start nothing else in this this year, but I know I will be next year in January. So yeah, that's kind of funny. I thought I'm shrinking my list, but I didn't. I have exactly number that I have, which, what was it, 52? That's a lot. That's a lot. I really need to shrink. So hopefully till the end of this month I will have less than 52. If I finish this dragon, it's already going to be 51 if I count correctly. So I really would love to finish at least one more canvas. I will see which one I would love, which one easier to finish, because I like to shrink at least. Which I would say when I started this year I wasn't sure excuse me, if that was 51 or 52, because I did start at one on January 1st, and I think that was, I consider 52, but it could be mistake by one canvas. Maybe I didn't count something, but it's approximately 51, 52. That's what I'm counting 52, just give a extra number for in case. So yeah, my whip parade doesn't shrinking, because remember this year I started, well, in January 1st I started this big cottage that I really did very, very little progress on it, because I stitched I think twice only or 3 times. Would love to stitch more this coming year. Then I started that Asian Beauty lately. Then I started the Seashell, the very, very colorful by Spring Brand. Then I started by Spring Brand, what was it, flowers, or yeah, I think it was the flowers that I started. Then I started by Spring Brand Bunny, but I finished that in 1 week. So what else I started? I started many designs this year, and that's why I kinda didn't shrink my whips. And you know what? I have no regret about this, because let's wait. You like it, you start. If you don't finish, somebody else maybe will finish. If not, it will be still brand new, but you're not going to be in this world anymore. That's what I'm thinking. So at least I will enjoy while I'm still walking with my feet on the earth. So I'm going to stitch as many as I like, and as you can hear my voice getting away from me. Alright, I'm going to pause and go make a cup of coffee. Cheers, my friends. I make stronger coffee today. In one of my videos you saw me making a coffee. A red one's kind of like more smoother taste, and the black top really kind of like a stronger. And then I added less cream today too. Hopefully my voice will get back. It's tough when nobody talks to at home. Really hot yet, but tastes so good. Okay. Where we are? Okay. I have to move a little bit lower my tripod. Okay, this is kinda, I might will have to step over my, hold on, we're gonna go for a ride. Oh, I'm gonna jump over my frame because doesn't fit correctly. Oh, okay. Now it's kind of better. All right, let's get stitching down more. I even was thinking to finish my dragon and then just keep and sit every day this design to finish this frame. But you know what? The more I think, the more I get to this conclusion that I should finish some other design that like longer in my whip than this design. This design pretty fresh, right? When we started in the summer? No. When did we start the design? I have to go look when I started my first video. So yeah, I have to finish some of those little design. Like I would think I'm finishing bigger design but not smaller one, but I think smaller one is just sounds like it's smaller one, but when it's a 14 count or 16 count, and it's not very smaller one, it's just a smaller fabric, but It's a lot of stitches because the squares are smaller, a little bit more difficult to do, and maybe that's why it's not finished yet. And I still have 2 canvases that I procrastinate to do a back stitch, that it's not fully finished because I didn't finish back stitch. It's really bad if you don't finish right away. It's so hard to get back later, I'm telling you. I never do this mistake again. So now, as soon as I finish my any canvas in cross stitch, I sit down and do back stitch right away. Otherwise it's never gonna happen. My fingers relaxing now because even my dragon easy to stitch, but needle much more sharper edge, and by pushing all the time kind of finger start to hurt a little bit, right? So with this one it's like so relaxing, needle goes so easy through this canvas. I might will have a dramatic changes in New Year. I'm still thinking to make my decision. We'll see. So if you don't mind, I will be time from time sipping on my coffee a little bit before it gets too cold. Somebody asked me, commented on my very old video of collection, like Joy Sunday cross stitch. I did collection 2-3 years ago, I don't know, and they asked me, I can't remember who asked, but if you are still watching my videos, my now fresh videos, thank you for the question. I did answer, but if I would do again update collection video, what I have more since then, I kind of cannot do that because they all mixed. I didn't keep them all separate from previous collection to now, because I changed so many times, like location of the kits, changed them from box to box, from box to the bags that I did, like a vacuum suction bags. I put lots of cross stitch into them, but I always wanted to kind of recollect them. I don't know, how would I say correctly, hold on. My plan for the summer, not for the winter, but for the summer, I think, or maybe when I get my hands into, by finishing reorganizing my room, which I don't have time right now, and I cannot do it with my arm that was broken. It's not function 100%, and I cannot reach any boxes from the top shelf because my arms don't reach that high. So I have to put on hold many things that I wanted to finish this year. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait till better time, and one of them was to finish reorganizing and moving stuff around in my closet, and lots of things that I should put on a market to sell, and some extra furniture to get rid of. But everything have to go on hold. And then I thought, when I will finish the reorganizing, I will have more available space in that room downstairs, and then I will reorganize my old cross stitch and diamond painting, but mostly I wanted to do like cross stitch to separate them. Well, they kind of separated most of them by the brands, but I wanted to separate them by like the most favorites, to keep them separately. And it's so hard to do that because there's so many that I like them, or they like the full collection by the season or collection by the theme. It's hard to pick like favorite because I have too many of them favorites. But I definitely would love to reorganize and do that by the twist in my arms and pick the best one that I would consider stitch one day, some of that, to put them separately. And because it's kind of like a mix right now, I might will just flip them to you on camera, all of them. And I have no idea, to be honest, how many I have. 1,000, 2,000, I don't know. A lot. And you know what, I don't shy to have such big collection, and not trying to wipe anybody's face, because it was kind of like my job as a reviewer. Companies get video, I get free designs that I gifted so many already, that I will gift so many. I will take lots of them back home when I will go. But yeah, and if one point of the time my kids will struggle, need money, we can sell them and return the money for all the work I did for those cross stitches. I have a big collection of spring brand silky threads that I would love to stitch some more. Oh, there is a beautiful silky thread that I did unboxing for you. You will see the video on Saturday. The kind of I forgot, or I didn't know that I ordered in silky threads. So one of the canvases up there in silky threads, and it's so pretty. You know, the Mona Lisa canvases print are so nice and clean that you just want to stitch all the time. But I know I need to stitch my sunflowers first, and sunflowers is not a small canvas to finish. Hopefully I will stitch more next year of silky threads to finish the canvas next year. Tricky to stitch, but beautiful. Okay, hopefully we're still on camera. Hold on, let me reposition a little bit. My thread getting short in here. Bonnie Wong, if you're watching this video, it's your beautiful beaded sunflowers that I want to stitch next to finish. So I think I've been thinking about this all this week. So soon as my dragon finish, I will stitch on your gift. You gifted me and I appreciate it so much. I'm okay to stitch now with little beads, which my fingers still cripple like girls. I'm gonna show you because it's hard. Like if we look my fingers together, okay, this is the good hand, this is bad one. If we can compare these two fingers together, and sorry, I'm not showing you middle finger, it just it happened to be middle. You see how this bone in here is wider, or this one See, like this one nice and smooth, and this one have this kind of edges. So that's the hand that I cannot do like this. It's still my fin, it's not bad getting, but this one it's still not bend. Like, see, I can do this one like straight. This one it's still crooked. I still cannot open. It still hurts. So my hands, it's getting better. If I do this way now, see, this is good hand. This one, it's getting a little bit close, but that's it. That's all I can do. So my fingers, it's still, especially this one, when I push in here, it's really painful and vein in here. It feels like my vein gonna pop. So, and these bones are hurting after that when I force. But I can do now more than I did like 3-4 months ago, I would say. So I can stitch now on those tiny beads. I can pick. I might will need like a rest a little bit more. But this canvas of the sunflowers that you gifted to me, that was my plan to finish this year, and I still hoping I can do that. Lots of beading left yet to do, but that was my plan to finish, and I really want to, and I really will try to. So hopefully we will see this finish at the end of this month as well. So that is my next one to do, and I hope you will be proud of me. Yeah, lots of things went on hold when I broke my shoulder, because it slowed down me for like hard time for 4 months, because 4 months I couldn't do nothing but work a little bit with my left. Hey, that on the bright side, listen, there is a bright side of this, okay? As much as I suffer with my left arm, I learned to stitch with my left hand. I learned how to diamond paint. That was really creepy because it was so shaky to do with left hand, but I managed. So I was super proud of myself to do that with my left hand. Okay, coffee time. Coffee time, and I'm going to finish this. It's getting super duper short. Let's finish this stitch with the pin stitch underneath. Okay, and because I'm still going to stitch this same symbol in here with the same thread, so I'm just going to do a few pins just like that. Okay, just like that. Okay, I have one thread already threaded to my other needle, but it's on the top of this canvas, so I think I will jump. Where are we gonna jump? Hold on to your seats. Oh, the closest I have in here. Let's do this patch. I'm going to move my canvas more to the edge of my table. Hold on. Okay, let's see this one. Beautiful turquoise color. I'm just going to put the rest of the thread in here on the back. My threader. Okay, want to stitch a little bit more? I think I can bring you a little bit more close now. Not too many. See, like in here I have this, oh no, maybe actually a lot. Look, that's the symbol that I want to stitch. It's in here, and go under the bridge and continue. Hold on. Oh, up there on the top, all the turquoise color. But this one, this line. It's already different symbol, so we're just gonna go this darker one. All right, let's do it. Fill in the river. And that's the reason, another reason why I don't have pretty longer nails, because if I hit accidentally my fingers on a sore arm, on a sore hand, they really hurt. And this is kind of like, I'm just going to, I don't even want to put any, I should use at least like regular nail polish that I have only millions of them, but I like when nails painted and they longer. When they're short, it's kind of like I'm maybe just gonna put like a clear coat or something just to make them shiny. I don't know. Hopefully till next summer I'm getting better. That's the thing, I don't go to professional physiotherapy. I know many of you tell me about that. I don't have time for that. And at this point, I don't have money for that either, because I need to take care of my family in Ukraine, my son up there at war, so there's no time to think about myself. I need to think about my child up there that I was trying to get the time to talk to him on a phone, but he say, Mom, no time to talk on a phone. Time from time I just ask him if he's okay, if he's safe, so just like a few words back and forth that he's okay, but he always on a go and not always have an internet, because if they go on a you know, to the stationery where they need to be, there's not always can use the phones, so no time to think about myself. I need to take care of him up there. That is why I'm just doing at home. I consider cross stitch as my physiotherapy, because I'm moving the arm like on the bottom of my canvas, but the elbow a little bit hurt. Maybe what they call a tennis elbow, I don't know. Am I developing that because of the cross stitching so much? I don't know. I'm trying to lift my arm a little bit. I'm do some, not as much as needed, probably not probably 100%. I need to exercise much more, but I don't. But doing around house thing and trying to reach, that's kind of my stretches for my arm. I will do exercise. I think I will get like a ball to squeeze in my hand to exercise my fingers. That should work. What do you think? Something squishy. Okay, from here to there we have a big jump, so I will, where is the thread? I will finish here. I'm not going to do a big stretch, so I'm going to finish this one. And because I don't have a same color symbol next to it, so I'm gonna go under my second one and do one more pin stitch. just exit anywhere. And then we will start this new point. Need to move my tripod. Let's do from where? From here to here, or from here to here. Okay, let's from here. Let's start in here. Make sure my ends are even. That's it. The other day I did, oh, my video will stop in a second. It's already 23 minutes again, so I will continue. Okay, it's red. I'm just gonna wait till it stops so it doesn't break my words on half. Okay, so the other day I did redo my room a little bit because I mentioned before for you I want to have my computer up there. So my son yesterday, he was gonna set up my computer and then he said, oh mom, there's some cord I guess he threw away when he didn't want to keep some old wires, and he threw away cord because he has a new computer. So he couldn't set up from my computer because he needed extra wires to buy. So we have to take the box to the store so they can give us correct cables, because this is like a custom-made computer. It's not bought from the store. So we need to have correct stuff. So this computer will be in the room. I needed to create more room to have like my desk type. So the boxes that was in the middle of like an aisle in the middle of the room, I put them to the wall. So to do that, I had like an empty and go through my boxes, what I have up there, reorganize stuff. And then I of course would like look what I have in those cross stitch bags that I have. And I was like, oh, I have up there. That was easy to stitch 9 count regular cross stitch, because that was like the only 9 count I have as a review in regular stitching. The rest of my 9 count that I have, it's only beaded projects. And remember, there's like a yin and yang, or like a medallion Asian design in 9 count. I was like, oh, that would be nice to stitch as well, would be so easy for the video. Big count, you would see nice big stitches layer on the fabric, would be easy to record. So that project I need to work on as well a little bit longer. I like the colors up there of the design. Plus, when I finish my dragon, I will have this awesome frame available to frame some other my whip. And then when I finish, hopefully, that beaded sunflowers, that's another good frame that hold in my canvas for a long time. Okay, from here to here I will stretch my canvas. If I wouldn't be recording, I would go on the back and wave, but I don't want to do that right now. So later I'm just going to overstitch that thread that go from here to here with the stitches that it still need to be made. So yeah, that should be okay. So it's going to be like 2 frames available to reframe some other designs, to keep them often into my whips routine, because very often I'm just grab some designs like, oh, there's no frame on it, so let me pick what's on the frame, and it kind of demotivate to stitch that design. There is no frame on it, and I know it's not possible to have a 52 frames to cover all designs, but some of them that I would love to at least like finish or plan to stitch more often, I would frame them. But the other problem is the designs that I would love to stitch more often. My frame's not big enough for those designs because I am like a big project lover. So many of my canvases are huge that doesn't fit in any frames. And I would love to work on them on video, but then I have to kind of hold the canvas in my hands because it's not comfortable. Okay, I need to change some stuff a little bit around here. I'm gonna move my box that hold my canvas on the other side from my tripod and move tripod a little. I have to step over probably. Okay, maybe for now. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's keep it this way a little bit. So I definitely would love to get rid of some of my frames from older designs. And then that summer angel that I'm stitching. I love the way her face look already. Lots of dress to stitch up there. But she's my other one design that keep my frame for a long time. So that's what I'm trying to get, kind of like maybe older designs in a good frames to finish them sooner. The bird and the nest, dream nest, who order, we're definitely going to stitch more of the design in 2025. My plan is definitely to chop some whips number. Possible, I'm thinking about this often, and I kind of got this idea for some other YouTubers who has lots of whips. Some of YouTubers have 100 whips and up. I would like not to go more than that. 50 more than enough. 52 it's already too much. So I would love to keep it like around 50, not more. That's why I'm trying to finish some. So what I was gonna say, I might will get into the whips to stitch in 2025. Not all designs that I own in my whips. I might chop number to certain number, let's say 30 or 40, and the other one will wait till next year. Some designs that I don't really care if they will stitch now or not. Why I want to do that? Because if I will keep them all again to try to stitch them a little bit of each like I did this year, then none of that will be stitched and finished. See, when I put my head into project to finish, then my dragon almost done, and I didn't even think I will finish this year because it was lots non-stitched. But see, like when I put everything aside and work only on this design, then it's almost done, and it will be done super fast because the background I want to stitch in half stitch. And by the way, thank you so very much for those who approve half stitching on a dragon. I think also it will be look very good. I love the way it's look already, and it will look good. Okay, I see that my son is parking car now. He went to wash his car. He has a Christmas party from the job today. He works security at casino, so they have a workers Christmas party today. So he's excited. He went to wash his car so it's nice and clean. and I will have to pause my video because I think that was him. Oh yeah, he's walking. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, hopefully my dog is gonna settle down. I haven't just left, so let's try to stitch a little bit more. So I finished already the thread by stitching with the other color, and now we will okay, something wiggle. Oh, I forgot to put box on top of my canvas. Hold on before we dump everything on the floor. Okay, we have to make it stable. Okay, much better now. So where we are right now, look, it's the same kind of spot. Here is the bridge, and if I can show you on a picture, if I can show you my folder. Okay, this way, kind of sideways. See, that's the bridge, and we're going to stitch right now this dark spot in here. It's like a shadow from the bridge. That's where we are. Okay, it's a very dark 939, I think that's a color of the threads. Okay, double check. Yeah, that's the one I need. Let's do it. I will try to stitch maybe a little bit with two hands. Let's stretch. Oh, now cat yapping. He wants to go downstairs. He ran back and forth way too many times. Bugger. Okay, a little bit more. At least, no, I think we already have like half an hour maybe video. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. I don't even know how many of us stitching this canvas. I know some of you already finished because you were stitching with Stitcherella. I know she's already finished. Good for her. When she was stitching the Ambilight, I was stitching Green Village or European Town. So she has European Town in her whips not finished. So we kind of like switch positions here. Good thing some company from China switching shipping because most of my packages was arriving with Canada Post, but time from time I'm receiving packages but with different companies, and China really kind of trying to switch to different couriers. Yesterday I received one package with FedEx, which I will create video for you for tomorrow, I think. Yeah, it's going to be on Thursday. So something new on my channel. Stop by tomorrow. Hopefully I will go with the plan. Today for me only Tuesday, so maybe on Wednesday I will record the video. I really want to go back to my dragon. I'm in a mood. When I smelled the ant, ooh, I'm stitching like crazy. And last night I was stitching so long, and all this, you know, like monotone movements, and watching in some videos or movie, even watched a little bit. And it's just putting me to sleep. Twice yesterday I tried to lay down and nap a little bit, and I end up not napping at all. Instead I just lay down with the iPad, watch a little bit of the TikTok or video, and just to rest, or even like just lay down, stretch on a sofa and play some game and feel better, like it's feel like you rest already. And then I go back to stitching or do something around house and go back to stitching. So twice I was like feeling exhausted. And of course, as soon as it hit midnight mark. I'm like all awake already, and I was like 1 o'clock I'm stitching, 2 o'clock I'm stitching, sometimes 3 o'clock, and I'm not even sleepy. It's just like a certain time I'm getting those very, very sleepy moments, and all of a sudden later I'm good, I'm totally good. Weird, but that's what it is. Okay, let me go sideways this way in here to get this area. See, with 2 hands it's pretty much kind of quick. It was so not comfortable when first time I tried to learn to stitch with the left hand as well. I couldn't even hold the needle in this left hand. I would try to stitch, the needle would keep falling off my hand. I couldn't get the position correctly. But you know what? It became very handy when my other arm wasn't working very well and I couldn't even move my wrist when it was still broken. This technique with 2 hands, it was really helpful, and that's why I was stitching with left hand more comfortable when I could not use my right at all. Highly recommend for you to learn to stitch with 2 hands. You will be stitching so much faster your projects. It will be super uncomfortable first time, but you know what, with each day it's getting better and better. Okay, I'm trying to see in here. Okay, I think this 2 stitches, a circle, and I think this one would be already different. Purple, no, maybe this one, like this one also. The other one purple, I think that's the symbol, gonna be flowers, red shades, something red. Me and Catherine home today. My son have Christmas party. My husband have his friends Christmas party. He is our company. We sponsor some people car race, so they having a Christmas party today. So my husband will go. I'm not. That's just the boys will be party, you know, so he will go. So just me and Catherine home. We probably going to be just order pizza and have our own party in here. I don't know. Her friend now yesterday left to visit, to stay a little bit with her mom and little sister. So I told her, you can come back anytime you want. You can stay with us the whole week if you want to. Very good, Catherine's friend. So we still keeping she keeping in her room still. We bought a in Walmart blown up mattress. So it's kind of like a tall one, staying high from the floor and fit good. So she's like, I'm just gonna keep this mattress now a little bit on the floor. Maybe I can invite my other friend Sarah to stay over for a sleepover. Oh yeah, now when I wanted to buy first like this foldable bed, you know, like the single, usually people in the army using them, this thin mattress, like foldable, used to very popular back home in Ukraine. I see commercial all the time from Temu of very nice one like this. I was hoping Canadian Tire, our store, or Home Depot like have them, but no, don't have it. So they just bought a blown up mattress. Electric pump, you just need to put battery and blow air quickly, and it holds an air pretty good. So now we have some extra bed if some of her friends wants to come over for sleepover. You know what kind of pizza I love? It's a Greek pizza. Oh, we love Greek pizza. Basically just the vegetables, right? And Greek cheese. So there's no meat on it. Oh, it's such a good pizza. I have to ask Catherine if she wants that. I would love to have a pizza. I didn't have that for a while. I think there's a number in here of the symbol, but I cannot read it. First I thought it's a different symbol to stitch, but when I look on camera, I think that's the number printed that totally like faded away. Can't even see it. Yeah, so some points of this canvas not as sharp as the other. Like I can see symbol, but sometimes they have like a faded away. Still super easy canvas to stitch. Look at this one. Three stitches in here. Need to stitch in the corner in here. And I don't have the symbol. Oh, I do have the symbol further away in here on the top. Okay, maybe I'm just going to leave this video link as it is right now, so I can get back to my dragon. I'm not going to record video about dragon anymore. I'm just going to stitch till I done, wash, iron, and get the other one, reframe some other design into the frame. Oh, I cannot wait to get this frame to something else. That way I know as soon as it's in a frame it will be stitched faster. Oh, now I remember which else what kind of canvas I started this year. Remember the pretty girl drinking coffee with the flowers in her hair that I stitched face, most of it? That's a new design that I started this year. What else did I started? Oh, beaded design started and finished. Who else remember what I started? I can't remember now. I think maybe this is it. So it's like 5 or 6 designs. 2 of them I start and finish. Yeah. I want to stitch more of my Heaven Earth design in 2025. So that's why I want to cut some of the whips and some that is not very interesting to keep them kind of away. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish this one. Thread is getting very short. So let's just do it. And I'm gonna make a pin stitch right in the same symbol so I can stitch over stitch that later. Okay. Okay, my friends, so next time maybe I just going to actually just not to lose my needle in here. Let me just put some thread into the needle. Let me untangle and see. Okay, in here, you see how in here go right to the frame symbol, a half triangle of brown color, and that's kind of like the most on the bottom thread. So I think I'm going to rethread this one to get rid of, because I have lots of the symbol go here and I have in here, and that's the only this color I have in here. So let's do it. Who knows, maybe I will in a mood and will stitch a little bit more tonight, but more likely I will be working on the dragon. I'm just going to put in a needle, and that way as soon as I'm ready to stitch, it's going to be ready. Okay, I will put on my magnet in here, and then I have, see, I have another needle in here, but that one, oh, that one go like on the top of the corner of the house. Let me jump over with this one over in here. Okay, I have to pass my husband home, so okay, talk to you later.